Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode
29.
29.
29.
We were that close.
So close.
We were that close. The Christmas special
Yes.
of the Player to Player podcast. I'm Kirk.
I'm Luke.
And today we are going to go over some Christmas games, or some games that we think are fun to play around Christmas.
Yeah.
Not every one of them is set specifically at Christmas, but
No, but that's all right.
honestly, some of these are reaching a little bit. It's hard to come up with 10
mean,
Christmas games.
We could always
Even
put
online,
on, like,
people had a hard time putting together 10
NES
Christmas games.
Home Alone or NES Die Hard on there, you know?
I guess.
And no one would want to play them.
That's true,
So,
but we didn't. We put
No.
together 10, I think,
fun games.
mostly fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
good games. So we're just going to get into that, but first we have some updates. Firstly, sorry we haven't been super consistent with the podcast lately. It's been really hard scheduling things. We
Little
both have hard schedules.
Yeah.
My schedule changed. That's not my fault.
A little bit.
But we've been trying to get back in the studio and get a podcast out. So we
Little bit
wanted to
more
do one
consistent,
at
so.
least for Christmas. But season 2 of the Player to Player podcast will be
We'll start
in
in
January.
2023.
And we'll try to be
Maybe
more
we should do
consistent
like
with
a
that.
10-minute
We're probably
episode.
going to switch things up quite a bit for
Yeah.
season 2. So we've got some plans in the works, some surprises for you. But it won't look the same. So
Definitely. Maybe we should do like a 10-minute episode before the year's over so we can hit 30 instead of 29.
New Year's Eve episode or something.
Yeah.
We'll do our game
like
of the year or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Game of the Year, Game Awards came out.
Yeah, it did.
What got Game of the Year? I don't know. I don't watch
I
Game
do
Awards.
know. Why did I blank on it? You shouldn't have
Elden
asked me
Ring.
because I would have said. Yeah, I think it was.
Was it Elden Ring?
I think it was Elden Ring.
Should we
Hey
check?
Siri.
Don't bring that onto the podcast. He's also now an Apple user,
Okay.
so
And have been
There's
for the
that.
last like 3 episodes.
nope.
Yes.
That's true, I guess.
At
Uh,
least the last 3.
Game Awards, Game of the Year. It was Elden Ring.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Stray, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Plague Tale Requiem, all were nominated.
Yeah.
But
Yep. Nintendo got a lot of nominations at the Game Awards this year. The best RPG was 4 Nintendo games and 1 other game.
really?
Yeah.
So, let's just go over the awards real quick because I want to know. And I have them all right here.
Sure.
So, Elden Ring got Game of the Year.
Skip the boring ones because there's a lot.
Okay. Final Fantasy 14 got Best Ongoing Game.
That's a perfect example of what I just meant.
Fair enough. Tears of the Kingdom is the most anticipated game. Valorant got Best Esports Game. That's interesting. Oh, Splatoon 3 got Best Multiplayer Game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's huge.
Don't need to talk about that. Multiverses got Best Fighting Game. Ragnarok, God of War Ragnarok, got Best Narrative. Bayonetta 3 got Best Action Game.
Crazy.
Stray got Best Independent Game.
Nice.
Mario and Rabbids got Best Strategy Game.
See, I'm saying huge year for Nintendo.
Yeah.
They got a lot of ones, but they got a lot of wins, but
Right.
they got a lot of nominations.
From Software got Best Studio Game Direction for Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Ragnarok got Best Innovation and Accessibility. And Arcane got Best Adaptation.
Yeah, best video game adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, Al Pacino was there.
I heard he was super lost.
What do you mean?
Like, did not know what to do there. Did
I-
you watch it
I
at
don't-
all?
I did. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Lost. I don't know what that means, but he just kept talking. And he was presenting an award. He wasn't like
Right.
all he had to say was, and the nominees are.
Right.
But he did a little joke thing, and then he mentioned he couldn't read the teleprompter, and I don't know if that was a joke or if he literally couldn't
If he
read it,
actually
so he
couldn't.
just kept saying stuff.
I heard there was a kid that stormed the stage that was arrested?
No, he didn't storm the stage.
Or, I mean, got up on stage.
You
He got on stage.
as somebody who
There was a picture.
is very
a
involved in
headline.
news media, and
He got on stage.
he didn't storm the stage.
What's
You gotta
the
be
difference
careful
in
about your
storming?
storming.
Yeah.
He walked up there calmly
Okay.
with the people that went up there. Nobody noticed. It wasn't like a big deal.
For real.
Yeah, nobody even knew he was there until he took the microphone.
That's
And
amazing.
he was given the microphone. He didn't like steal it. He was like, "Okay, my turn." And then he said, "I just want to nominate this award," which is not how that works. He said, "I want to nominate this award to Bill Clinton, my rabbi." Something,
Yeah.
whatever, it was stupid.
He was not arrested. He was detained to be.
Jeff
the
Keighley
news
said he was
specific.
arrested. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Well, maybe he was arrested after being detained. That's typically
Don't you
how
have
that
to be
goes.
arrested to be detained?
No, you can be detained without being arrested.
Doesn't detained mean like in custody?
No, every time you're pulled over, you're being detained.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Interesting. Unrelated. Weird topic.
You know.
Anyways,
It's fine.
yeah, but it was fun. It was a good time. It was
Was it better than last year?
well, yeah, it was.
Was it shorter?
Allegedly, it was 3 hours long though. I don't remember how long last year's was, but
That's a long time.
Yeah,
I mean,
well-
how long is the Oscars?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that long.
Really?
Yeah.
But there's lots of game announcements.
That's part of the thing.
Right.
There's a ton of announcements. There's a ton of like
and we got some neat announcements, but
trailers and stuff.
nothing like.
No, there was some big stuff. I don't really
well,
remember.
yeah, I
actually,
mean
but
we got Death Stranding 2.
that's
got,
huge. That's
yeah,
huge.
I mean for sure, but maybe we didn't know about it for sure, but like
We didn't.
we didn't know.
We didn't know it was happening at all.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Norman
Well-
Reedus allegedly leaked it, but
I see. And then Hellblade is getting a sequel.
yeah, we knew that.
But we got a reveal there. We got
Well-
some more.
Well, there was a reveal already. We got more footage, but
Maybe Hellblade's not what I'm thinking of. Or Hellblade was there, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Well, there was.
I didn't watch it on TV. I watched it on YouTube, so I didn't get any of
the announcements.
like the commercials in the middle.
Oh,
Like I just
see.
watched a cut up
I
version,
see. Okay.
but I watched the whole thing.
Right. Oh, and we got another look at the Mario movie.
Yeah, and another look at Jedi Survivor,
Yes.
which looks really good.
I
The-
feel like they
It
just,
reminded me of the way I felt when I saw the Jedi Knight Jedi Outcast trailer.
really.
Yeah, because I was like, this is like the last game, but way better.
Do we have a release date for it yet?
Yeah, in March.
March.
Yeah,
I feel like they
which
need
is also
to-
when Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out.
Oh yeah.
I'm not leaving my house that month.
For real. I feel like they need to slow down on Mario a little bit. We've gotten a bunch in like a
We've
2-month time
2
period.
trailers and a clip. That's not that much.
Is that really it?
Yeah,
I mean,
and
2
it's coming,
trailers
and
in
it comes out in March.
2 trailers in a couple months. I feel like is a lot.
Nah,
Maybe not. Maybe not for a movie. I guess.
not for a Marvel movie.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
They do clips, TV spots, trailers, shorts, like all of it.
How do you feel about
features, featurettes?
Chris Pratt after the more Mario? We've gotten?
It's getting better.
Yeah, I think so too.
It does appear that he's doing a bit more of an Italian
yeah.
character, and when he said "oh,"
Yeah.
like that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was in the second trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his wahoo, that was good.
Yeah. So
The second trailer was awesome. It made me so much more excited
I
about
think
it.
we just didn't have enough in the first one, and it was him yelling, so he just sounded like Chris
Right.
Pratt. He's like, "Mushroom Kingdom, here we come."
Yeah.
Just like, ugh. But
I mean, we saw Rainbow Road. We saw a Mario Kart.
yeah, that
we've
was cool.
seen, we've seen.
Donkey Kong.
We saw Donkey Kong.
And
we didn't hear Donkey Kong,
Did you?
but we got.
So
to
did
see
you
him.
watch the direct or just the trailer?
I don't remember.
Miyamoto talked about it. Anyways,
Right.
this is the first time they've changed Donkey
Oh
Kong's
yes,
model
yes.
in like 20
a
years.
long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks good.
He looks great. And he looks more similar to the original Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I did. So
Um,
I did watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited for the movie.
Yeah, me too. I'm really excited for a
hope it's gonna
Nintendo
be really
Direct.
good.
Like a real one.
Yeah.
Because we've gotten two
Same.
about the movie, and I'm just like, what is happening?
We probably won't get one till early spring. Well, no, sooner than that. 'Cause
February usually is when
they'll,
we get a direct.
yeah, and I'm assuming they'll drop a trailer for Breath of the Wild 2 at the next direct.
Yeah.
So
Which is in March.
sooner
Yeah.
than early spring. So
And
February.
hopefully they talk about Wind Waker and Twilight Princess.
I don't think so. Not at the
Why not?
next one.
Why
If
not?
they're dropping a
They're like,
trailer
it comes in the summer.
for Zelda,
Yeah,
like,
and also this in the summer.
I feel like
Nothing
that
is gonna
would-
take away from Breath of the Wild.
No,
2.
I understand that, but Wind Waker and Twilight Princess coming to Switch is a like headline direct, like that
It-
could headline. a
Not for
direct.
Nintendo, it's not.
I mean,
Also,
yeah,
it's not. Zelda is a huge franchise, but it's not Mario, and it's not that huge. Breath of the Wild 2, massive.
yeah.
Sold half as much as Odyssey. Like,
Oh, for real?
yeah.
Wow, I did not know there was that big of a difference in sales
Yeah,
numbers.
It sold like 60 million,
Hmm.
which is absolutely bonkers for a
Yeah.
Zelda game.
So when
but
do we get Odyssey
For
2?
Mario, I don't know, man. I don't know. Hopefully at E3. I'm really hoping for Odyssey
Yeah.
2.
But
They might just wait till the next system at this
Mario
point.
games are kind of few and far between, aren't they? Like,
I mean, we got
I guess the 3D Marios.
3D
I mean,
3D World.
yeah. Well, that's true, but
But that was
wasn't
a-
that more added content than a
Yeah, and
game?
it was more of a port.
Right.
Yeah. But they make Mario games all the time. Just 3D mainline Mario
Right.
games
Exactly. But I guess
mean, the
that's
last one was
that's
Odyssey,
the same
so-
with Zelda, I guess.
they're fewer than Zelda games.
Yes, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like we don't get a huge Zelda game every year. you
Yeah.
know?
Right.
There's quite a few years between them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but that's the
Have
Game Awards, and
you paid attention to any of the more of the Microsoft Activision Blizzard going on?
no, not really.
So the FTC sued them for
They actually did, or
yes,
they just
no,
talked about
they actually sued
it?
them.
Okay.
And in their filing, it said they like made commitments to the European Union that they were going to keep that they were going to not make their games with Bethesda exclusive. And then the European Union came out and said they didn't say that at all, though. So
Weird.
what happened with the European Union is Microsoft was basically like, if it's going to come out on PlayStation already, like, we're gonna leave it on PlayStation, and that's what they're doing. Like,
Allegedly, they haven't made any plans.
well, right, but
The only
no,
plan
I mean,
they did make is a 10-year plan with Nintendo to
right, for
bring Call of Duty.
Yep,
They also made
They
a
offered
plan
that
with
to Sony.
Valve to bring all their games to Steam.
to Steam.
And what they're trying to do is strong arm PlayStation into making a deal with them, which
Right.
would probably include
Well,
Game
and then
Pass
I
on
just saw-
PlayStation.
well, I don't know about that.
That's what they're gonna ask for.
I just
and,
saw,
and they won't give you Call of Duty if that's the only way you're getting Call
well,
of Duty.
no, I just as of like a couple days ago, Microsoft offered Call of Duty to come to Sony's subscription service.
What do you mean that? What does that mean?
Like, they're gonna put Call of Duty on Sony's subscription service.
All of the new ones forever, or
I don't know how in
Just
depth it
the
is,
next one?
but no, I mean, they offered them a 10-year deal also, so I would assume a part of that 10-year deal would be
right? But what
It coming
actually
to-
happened? What is going on? Like, what do you mean they offered it to come to their service?
Sony. What is it
Did they
called?
accept the offer?
No, Sony isn't doing anything. Sony's trying to prevent the purchase from going through.
Okay.
Like, I don't think Sony's gonna accept anything until the purchase actually goes through.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll, like, if it starts to look worse for Sony, then they'll be
If
like,
they
we're
wait,
just gonna
if
drop
they wait that
everything.
long, Xbox will be able to get whatever they want out of them.
Probably.
I imagine that the only way that they guaranteed Call of Duty coming to their platform, like through that streaming service,
Yeah.
was the games they've already agreed to bring to PlayStation.
Right. Yeah. That's
Not the future games.
I would assume it's part of the 10-year deal, but I don't know how many details we have on it.
I
The
think
craziest thing-
if they're gonna get more games past the 2 that they're promised, they're gonna be through something like Game Pass.
You think Game Pass is going to come to PlayStation?
No, but if it doesn't, neither will Call of Duty.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. The craziest
I
thing
think
is
they'll
that the
say,
FTC
yeah,
is
you can
getting
have Call of
involved.
Duty if you put Game Pass on the PlayStation. Well, that doesn't surprise me. That I figured this would get vetoed way back when.
I mean, that hasn't been the
massive
general consensus.
acquisition.
Like for the most part,
I don't know why.
like the majority of there's a difference in the FTC like looking at it. Like Bethesda went through no problem. Like Bethesda, like that went through super quick. There was no issues with it at all. Like
yeah, I mean, it wasn't that big of a studio.
totally,
It's like,
Activision Blizzard is
it wasn't
huge,
even a
but
quarter of the price. they
even
spent.
Disney's acquisition of Fox, they didn't get sued by the FTC. Like the FTC is trying to prevent it. Is
Yeah, but
actively trying to prevent this now.
Yeah,
And that's
It's-
huge.
how does a lawsuit prevent the acquisition though?
Well, because you can't. The company can do whatever they want, but the government to step in has to like basically take them to court to prevent them from doing something they don't want them to do, which is through a lawsuit.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm certified expert on the law because I've watched 8 out of 9 seasons of Suits. So when it comes to corporate law,
Good to know.
I'm your guy.
Good to know.
I'm your guy.
Well, thanks for updating us.
You're so welcome. I know the listeners wanted to know that.
Yeah, sure did. Should we get
Christmas
into our
games.
list?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's talk about them.
So the first one I put on here, or you put on here, arguably. Anyways, let's just say 1080 snowboarding on the Nintendo 64. If you don't have a 64,
Slash
that makes sense because it came out like 30 years ago.
right.
So,
It's on
any
it's on
snowboarding game.
Nintendo,
Really,
isn't it?
any snowboarding
It's
game.
on.
I don't think it's out yet.
Oh, it's not on it
No.
yet. Oh, well, yeah. 1080 / any snowboarding game. There was one that came out recently. That
There's
was
one
getting
really good one on Game Pass.
really great reviews. Yeah,
Um,
that's probably what I'm
I
thinking of.
forget what it's called.
It's called snowboarding and skiing.
It's called something like Downward, I think.
downhill
That sounds right.
snowboarding.
I don't remember.
1080 downhill snowboarding.
But it's not just
Play a
snowboarding. It
snowboarding
has
game.
skiing and like wingsuit.
Right,
And
yeah,
all
that's
that
what
stuff.
I'm talking
Anyways,
about.
it's really fun.
I didn't know that was on Game Pass. I might actually have to check that
Yeah,
out.
you should. It's
Um,
fun.
Yeah, I've heard great things about it. But I mean, it's snowboarding season, right?
Yeah.
So like that's
Mhm.
very attached to Christmas season.
Yep.
So play a snowboarding game.
Yep.
Next on the list we have Fall Guys. Tell us why Fall Guys is on this list.
Well, I mean, they're really good at doing seasonal events. So they're giving out for the Game Awards, I don't know, or if it was for just the season right now. They're giving out like a Christmas sweater for free if you log in and
okay.
claim it or something. And they have like themed holiday maps and stuff like that. And Fall Guys, really any online game, will be doing good events. Pokemon
Right.
Unite is doing a Christmas event. I'm sure World of Warcraft, like any of those
Yeah.
online recurring, Final Fantasy, I'm sure is doing one.
Fortnite.
But yeah, Fall Guys is kind of the stand-in for that. But Fall Guys is doing a lot of stuff. They're really
they've
good
got
at-
a big Christmas event going on. I didn't get time to look at it. All I saw was a headline about
Yeah.
it. But
Next is Fable.
Specifically 2 and
Fable
3.
3.
yeah,
I would
3
say.
more so. But
Yeah.
2 starts out and it's snowing. It's wintertime. Like
Yeah.
it does feel Christmassy a little
Mhm.
bit. But 3 is, I mean, you can literally get a Santa hat in this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
There's a
There's some
whole
really good
snow
Christmas
area.
stuff.
And if you have never played Fable 3 before, one of the very first places you go is the mountains where it's
Oh,
all
yeah,
snowy
that's
and
right.
everything.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a good intro to get into it. And then once January hits and everyone is sick of snow,
Yeah.
you will be out of it. So
Yeah, one thing you said that I thought was interesting was that you like to play role-playing games around Christmas time.
yeah,
And the reason that you gave was because you're inside more, which is funny to me because in the summertime you said, I don't go outside
well, no,
because
I
it's too hot.
No.
So
I
now
said
you don't go outside because it's
I was
too
more-
cold. Do you go outside, Luke?
I was more talking about, first of all, there are about 3 months out of the year where I go outside, and it is March, April, and October.
Ah,
Okay.
I see.
Sometimes in May.
Got
So
it.
maybe 4 months.
Got it.
That's basically it. But I was more referring to a lot of people don't go outside when it's snowing.
Gotcha.
And I think generally people have more time on their hands during Christmas season. And I've typically find myself playing some kind of role-playing game Christmas season,
Sure.
usually. And Fable 2 and 3 would be great games to play this
So
year.
this is not on our list, but around the same lines. For whatever reason, I really like playing new Star Wars games around Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
2 years ago when Fallen Order came out, I played that on Christmas. And there's something about Star Wars
there's
games and
also
Christmas
a lot
that
of
I really
snowy
like.
Star Wars games.
Snowy Star Wars games.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
or levels,
yeah.
more levels than
But anyways,
entire games.
I like to play Star Wars games around Christmas. Next is,
Breath of the Wild.
so you advocated for this. I don't understand this at all.
So it's it's sort of an RPG. It
Uh-huh.
has, it's a game that I think last Christmas season I played this a lot.
Because you don't go
And
outside.
Half of the map is covered in snow. Well, a quarter of the map is covered in
Half?
snow. A quarter.
A quarter,
Yeah, pretty much.
like an eighth.
Okay, out of curiosity, how many times have you walked like this up and down through the snowy section of the map?
Fair enough.
Because I have. It's a little. It's maybe
substantial. I would say an eighth.
It is substantial. It is not an eighth because it's
An eighth
like,
is still massive.
no, because it like starts all the way middle of the map. It like
Yeah.
starts here
Top
and then it
left.
goes like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, top left it like starts here and then this is desert. It's like snow and desert.
No,
There's
it
a
doesn't go snow
tiny-
all the way to desert.
No, there's a tiny section right here that is not snow or desert, but it's like
I'll give you
snow,
a sixth, but it's not a fourth,
but it feels like a fourth.
I guess.
It's like the fourth biome.
Okay, so there's snow. So
Yeah, there's snow. You can bundle up. You can go ride a reindeer.
you can't
Like-
you can't go snowboarding, which
You
is
can
really
go
fun.
snowboarding.
That's super.
There's
Shield surfing in the snow is
there's-
absolutely fantastic.
And like I said, I think just games that take up a lot of time are good games to play this time of year.
Sure. Sure. Well, the ice portion of Majora's Mask is great too, and has some Christmassy vibes.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying.
And along those lines, the Ice Cavern in Ocarina of Time.
Speaking of ice caverns, the next game is Skyrim.
I was gonna keep talking about Zelda games.
Well, in Skyrim, there's an ice cavern.
At least one.
And inside there is a skeleton hanging upside down.
Is that true?
And a yeti guarding the.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Is it guarding a Santa hat?
I don't.
That would be
A
cool.
Santa hat?
Yeah, like a chest with a Santa hat in it.
No. What do you think that reference is to?
Well, it's Star Wars.
Yeah,
So is it guarding
Santa's
a
not
lightsaber?
from Star Wars.
So is it guarding a lightsaber?
It is in the mods.
Is it guarding a lightsaber?
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, but
in the mod-
not the mods. In the mods, can you turn the lightsaber into a Santa hat?
You're.
Lots of good Christmas mods for Skyrim.
There are.
Lots of snow
There's
in
a whole
Skyrim.
Christmas town mod.
Yeah, you can mod basically every town in
Yeah.
Skyrim to be
Mhm.
either snowy
Have
or
Christmas
have Christmas
lights.
lights. You can make Skyrim a Christmas game very easily.
Honestly, Skyrim should be on every list we do because it can be whatever you want it to be.
That's true.
If you mod it enough.
But even just vanilla Skyrim.
Best Zelda
there's
games, Skyrim.
Lots of snowy areas, and I mean it's. I don't know why, but maybe it's because I generally play role playing games, and the majority of the ones I've played are fantasy games.
Yeah.
But fantasy just feels kind of Christmassy to me in general for some reason. I don't know.
Weird.
Is it?
I think so.
Well, I think you're weird.
Fair enough.
Mario Odyssey is the next game on
so
our list.
Mario Odyssey is huge, and there's a lot of the game that's not Christmassy at all. But the Snow Planet area,
Mhm.
or is it a planet? I don't know. Yeah, Odyssey.
Kingdom?
Well, yeah, Kingdom. Yeah, thank you. It's very Christmassy. It's very snowy. It's got the twinkly music, and you do a snowball race competition.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's
Nice.
really fun. So
How-
Odyssey is just a good one to play at Christmas because it's so. There's something about it that it is the spirit of Christmas without any of the Christmas stuff.
Weird.
You know, it's just joyful and happy, and big band music and
Sure.
you
How-
know? It's just and toys. Like it just feels like a toy.
Sure.
You know.
Is there any kind of Christmassy outfit for him?
I think there's a Santa
Yeah.
outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much time do you have to put in before you get to the Snow Kingdom?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you go back to it once
Yeah.
you've
Yeah.
I feel like Mario games in general have good Christmassy levels. Mario 64 has an awesome one. There's like
Does it?
the penguin one where you throw the baby penguin off the edge
yeah,
of the map.
totally. Yeah.
Um,
And the music is even kind of Christmassy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then even like Mario Kart has good Christmassy levels. Diddy Kong
I
Racing
can't believe
does
we
too.
didn't put this on the list. Mario Kart 8
I
Deluxe.
suggested Mario Kart and he said no.
Well, you said not the point. Anyways, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has a Christmas level. And it's in the new free DLC.
Well, free if you have the family pack,
I'm
right?
sorry. Yes. Also, if you've purchased the DLC, the new ones are free. There's
Right.
because they're doing it in waves, you know.
Right.
Yeah, you have to buy it if not. But it has a Christmas level. And it's really cool. Ice and Christmas lights and
Yeah, Nintendo just
really
does a
fun.
good job of that in general
They
in
do.
their games, I feel
they
like.
do. Yeah. Next on the list, I put Stardew Valley. This one
Okay.
is just, I think it was on the fall list
Yeah,
as
it
well.
was.
It's just the Christmas is real when it snows and like all the stuff and the events going on in the town.
Are there
and, like,
Christmas events going on?
I don't.
Or is
It's
it,
not
like-
called Christmas,
Sure.
but it's called like Winter Solstice or something like that because it's like a totally fictional world. So
yeah.
they have Easter too, but it's not called Easter. But yeah, it is Christmas. So play through the month of December on there because that's really fun. And each hour or each day is like half an hour or something. Like
Okay.
that. So
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I am all for Stardew Valley being on the list. Next is probably my favorite Christmas game,
yeah, probably.
which is Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing is.
It's snowing.
It's the
your
best game
island
to
is
play
pretty.
at Christmas.
There are so many good Christmas decorations.
There are
like,
so many.
I love fall Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
It does not even touch Christmas Animal Crossing.
Really?
Like I go through and I terraform all of the water on my island and put down like custom ice art
Cool.
in place of the water. So like
Nice.
I have this big plaza on my island that
Uh-huh.
has a pool area in it, and it turns into a
Oh,
skating
you
rink.
freeze it?
Yeah,
I
so
see.
it freezes over and
That's
it's
clever.
a skating rink.
That's
and
clever.
There's a big Christmas tree in the middle. Like Jingle comes to the island. You've got
Mhm.
Toy Day. You can even go build Jingle a house if you have the Animal Crossing DLC, and you can Christmasify his
Oh,
house and
yeah.
his area.
Not on your island.
No, not
you're-
on your island.
Yeah, in the archipelago or whatever. It's
And
called.
then, I mean, decorating my house for Christmas, like literally every room gets decorated. Stale Cupcakes, if you're looking for a Christmas song to
Oh,
play in your house,
100%.
is the Christmas song.
Yeah.
You build a snowman every day, you catch snowflakes. Like, there's
Yeah,
nothing.
It's so fun.
there's
And then you
nothing
put your
that's
stockings
not-
up, and the next day they're full of treats.
Oh, really?
You didn't know this?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you hang your stockings on the wall, and check them the next morning, there's a present in them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's
So you
just,
hang them over your
you
hearth
can-
and put the picture
you
of
can wear
Jingle
a
up.
Santa
and-
costume.
You
Your
can,
villagers
yeah.
will wear Santa hats. You can, like, it's
and-
so
and
much fun.
Don't all the villagers give you a gift on Toy Day?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. On Toy Day, you do a big gift exchange, and I mean,
Yeah. It's perfect.
It
All is
is.
right with the world when you're playing Animal Crossing on
Correct.
Christmas.
And it will also make our spring and summer list if we do those, because
Absolutely.
Animal Crossing is just the best.
Absolutely.
How was Christmas in New Leaf?
I didn't play that long.
Oh, okay.
I only played for a couple months. I didn't.
Well, never mind then.
Yeah. Sorry.
Animal Crossing New Horizons though, Christmas. The goat.
Great. Yeah. Next on the list is Spider-Man Miles Morales. Have you played it yet?
No, because the friend that I game share with didn't buy it, and I've bought too many Christmas presents, so I'm broke.
Fair enough.
And then I haven't finished Spider-Man yet. I was going to finish Spider-Man because I thought he was going to buy Miles, and then he told me it wasn't Sam, and I have not, which super bums me out.
Yeah.
Because now I'm gonna wait 12 months to play it.
for sure.
Like
For
I
sure.
want to play this game during Christmas time.
Yeah, fair enough.
And
Well, it's a great game to play during Christmas time. It snows. You get a beanie and a sweater that goes over the suit.
does he have a Santa hat or is it just the beanie?
It's just a beanie, but it's red.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe I've seen an edited picture where he's wearing a Santa hat, but
Maybe it is
I
a
could have
Santa
sworn
hat.
he got a Santa hat.
Maybe it is.
It's snowing like crazy in the city.
It's snowing like crazy. The lights and the decorations are up everywhere. You can web through a Christmas wreath. Like
That's so cool.
they have the tree up. Like
That's
it's
awesome.
super super cool. And during like the story, it is Christmas time. So
Right.
it's pretty subtle in the story because it was
Sure.
released like not during Christmas. I think.
Oh, okay.
But
I mean, that's kind of the same with Halloween. Like in Spider-Man PS4, is Halloween's
that's
going on,
even
fall's
more
going
so.
on. Is it really?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I like that at least there's more Christmas involved.
There's a lot
But
more Christmas. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's good, and I'm sure you could mod a Spider-Man Christmas suit in.
speaking of Spider-Man,
What?
did you watch the Into the Spider-Verse trailer?
No.
Are you going to?
Probably not.
You want to know
Don't
what's
watch
in it?
trailers. No.
Okay.
Are we? Is this opposite day?
No, it got spoiled when I was
Mm.
looking at news. Something's in it,
Bummer.
and I was gonna.
Is Santa in it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nope. Not Santa Claus.
Should I watch it?
I didn't watch it. I got something spoiled for me.
Should
and
I watch it so
now
that I
I'm
don't?
gonna go watch it. Yeah, probably,
Okay.
because it'll probably get spoiled.
Okay.
So we'll watch it after the podcast.
Okay.
And then topping off our list.
So
or
this
do
is-
we want to do honorable mentions first, or do we?
Yeah,
wanna do
sure.
them after?
Honorable mentions. Bayonetta 2 takes place during Christmas. It starts off. It's snowing. It's a Christmas game. I think it's kind of Die Hard-esque in the
Oh, really?
that way. But yeah, Bayonetta 2. Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's another one of the like online supported games.
Yep.
Kind of similar to Fall Guys or it's like Fall Guys Animal Crossing. It's like Animal Crossing but as a live service basically.
Right.
So they've got a whole bunch of Christmas stuff, and Disney does Christmas great.
Right.
So if you like that game, they're doing lots of that. One that's kind of nostalgic for me, and I'm sure there's probably a way if you look hard enough to do this still.
Oh, there for sure is.
Yeah, the City of Heroes Christmas event.
Absolutely.
It was so good. You
So-
had new emotes, you had new items, you had like it was just so fun. There's
Yeah.
a whole dungeon raid or whatever you call it. What are they called? Missions.
Missions, I think.
But it was like a string of missions.
right.
Yeah. Anyways, there
It's
you like
if-
you
so-
fight an evil snowman and you get snowballs to throw. It's a
If you
power. It's
haven't
so
played
fun. It's so fun.
City of Heroes. It is a MMO that was shut down, that was brought back by the fans recently, a few years ago.
Yeah.
And it is still up and running, and you can get on and you can play.
And it's
And
so
it is
fun.
just as good as it used to be. It's
well,
such a fun
we
game.
have nostalgia for it.
Well, I mean, it's as good as it used to be.
I mean, it
I think it aged
technically
fine.
it is. Well, it's aged fine, but the graphics are basically terrible.
Well, sure. I guess that's true. And I haven't really played any other MMOs to compare it to, I guess.
yeah.
So,
But if
it
you have
is fun.
played it, go back
I mean, I
and
even
do this because it's so fun.
introduced some people to it. Like
Isn't
I got
Santa
Liz
in the
playing
game?
this. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got Liz playing this when we were all playing when we found it.
Yeah.
And like she
Yeah,
liked
she
it,
did
she
like it,
enjoyed
yeah.
it, you know. So if you haven't played it, I think you would enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I'm 99% sure they are also like doing the events like they did on originally when the game
Yeah.
was out.
Next
So-
is another nostalgic one for me. It's the Call of Duty Modern Warfare Christmas Crash level.
Yes.
It's just Crash, but with Christmas. There's
Yep.
lights everywhere, presents everywhere.
It's snowy. It's nighttime.
It's snowy. Santa comes when you call an airstrike, and he
Yes,
drops
and
bombs.
He drops bombs. Yep.
It's fantastic. But you said there's lots of good Christmas.
There's lots
Call
of
Duty
good
levels.
Christmas or snowy Call of Duty levels.
That's enough to get me to play Call of Duty. Like
right. Well, so what's cool about Christmas Crash is they bring it back for Modern Warfare Remastered. So
Oh, they
I was
do?
able to play this
Oh,
online.
that's cool.
So if you remember back when we were at the game shop and we had
I
all the
do.
computers
Yeah,
with
I
it
do.
and we would play it, it was actually
A mod.
DLC
Yeah.
that you had to
I thought it was
buy
a mod, but
that someone made as a mod that we
Oh.
somehow got our hands on.
Weird.
Or
Well, I don't think we had it. We did that when we went to Mike's.
oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yep. So maybe he had the DLC for it then, but
Yeah. Well, he was a tech wizard, so.
right. So maybe not. But he got it. But when they remastered it, it came back, and they even have wrapping paper camos for your guns that you can get and unlock. There's red ones and green ones, so your
That's
gun
right.
can look all
Yeah.
wrapped, and it's super fun. They do a whole Christmas event, and they always do a double XP weekend, like the weekend before or after Christmas, or maybe it's double XP week
Cool.
and it goes over
Sure.
Christmas. So I played this a ton when the remastered version came
Yeah.
out, but also Modern Warfare 2 opens, and it's one of the coolest levels in Call of Duty,
Mm.
and it's all snowy. You're ice pick climbing, and then you or you go invade a base, and then you leave on snowmobiles, and you're
Yeah.
driving around on snowmobiles. There's all sorts of good Christmas or more snowy levels, I should say,
Yeah.
in like Black Ops and all the Black Ops
Yeah.
games. There was an event, I couldn't figure out if they were going to run it this year. So I assume not, because I would assume it would be running already. But they did a snowball fight event where there was no guns and you just had snowballs. So
Nice.
Call of Duty always has good Christmas stuff going.
Yeah.
If they probably have good skins for Warzone, which I'll probably take a look at too. But
Cool.
Call of Duty's a good one.
Yeah. Next up, okay, this is for me the best game to play on Christmas. It takes place during Christmas. They really lean into the Christmas, and like it's a free roam game in basically New York City. Essentially, it's Batman Arkham Origins. It's Gotham, but
Right.
it's very inspired by New York City, I think. Christmas lights everywhere, Christmas thugs, like a whole Christmas theme. Like Christmas is part of the story. You fight Joker on Christmas. Like it's so good, and it just feels like you take a good Christmas story and a good Batman story, and you make it a game. I love this game. People crap all over Batman Arkham Origins. That was a hard sentence for me to say. I don't know.
Is this the
I
one you
don't know
play as
why.
the Batmobile in?
Allegedly the worst of the four, but I love it. And I love the bat suits in this game. You get some really cool classic ones. You get some really cool obscure ones. You get the Nightmare Batman,
Oh,
the Long Halloween,
uh-huh.
that one. Not Nightmare Batman, the Long Halloween.
So is this the one where a large portion of the game is in the Batmobile?
No, that's Arkham Knight.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So I thought Arkham Knight was the
No,
most disliked
it's-
one.
I love Arkham Knight, but the Batmobile levels are annoying. Levels, stages, whatever. You are required to do some, and I think that's the part that I actually kind of like them, but they shove them down your throat.
Right.
And that was a bit much. I would have rather just done it when I wanted to. And driving around the city was kind of clunky, but other than that, it was a great game. Better than Origins, but yeah, I don't know. People give Origins crap. I think it's fantastic. I really, really, really like it.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's
for a
on-
Christmas Batman game, like just pretend it's just that. You'll love it.
Oh,
you know?
totally.
So,
Yeah, that's our Christmas list.
but that's all we got.
It's pretty great.
I think so. Let us know if you play any of these games. If you do one, or if you know of one that we didn't list. We thought it might be fun to do like a eShop, iShop, UShop with a crappy Christmas game. So we might do that in our special 10-minute episode if we do decide
maybe.
to. But the Halloween games were kind of fun. So well, you hated yours, but
Yeah, mine was rough.
anyways, but yeah, let us know if you play one. Drop a comment if you have a different one that you really like to play around Christmas, even if it's not explicitly a Christmas game.
Right.
Like we listed a few that weren't. But yeah, we're just we're excited for Christmas. We're excited for video games. It's always a good time. Last Christmas Eve, I stayed up all Christmas night playing Jedi Fallen Order with my little sister. So
Yeah.
that was really fun. But yeah, let us know your favorite Christmas video game related memories. Drop them in the comments, and that's all.
Join us for our Patreon episode directly after this, where we watch the Into the Spider-Verse trailer and talk about it. Bye.
I don't know if we're doing that.
We are.
I don't want to do that.
Well, we're doing it.
I disagree.
Check our Patreon out to see who won this argument.
That's gonna be
Bye.